Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Hey, that looked like a cool listing today.
What's that?
I had a listing, cool listing with views. Did I see that?
I don't think it's new. Oh, yeah, Thompson Road. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Well, a very good afternoon and welcome along to this afternoon's Bayleys auction here at our Napier office. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, working alongside the good team at Bayleys in the Hawke space, specifically Napier. Now, before we begin, of course, a few introductions around the room before we begin. Daniel Moffat, our commercial manager, welcome to you, Daniel. Judith Domney, our Napier manager as well, welcome to you, Judith. There are a number of Bayleys personnel around the room today, so if at any point you do have any questions, queries, or require assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of the team. We'll be more than happy to help you in any of your endeavours. George Owen is my name, and I'm here to simply finish off the hard work of Mark Evans today as your auctioneer. Today's auction is going to be held in accordance with the REINZ Auction Best Practice Guide and our Bayleys auction policy. Accordingly, it's to our conduct of auction, our terms of engagement for today that set the rules out. It will come as no surprise here that we sell the property for sale with a reserve price. Subject to this price being met, the highest bidder whose bid I accept, well, they will be the lucky purchaser. As the auctioneer, I may nominate the sum by which the bidding can be raised, and I may refuse any bid I don't deem to be in the best interests of our owners. Should anyone here be bidding via proxy, I'll be sure to make that abundantly clear to you, though I'm not aware of any telephone bidding authorities, so bid confidently. The competition is here in the room against you today. The vendor has also given me the right to place bids on their behalf. This is what we refer to as a vendor bid. It will only ever occur below that reserve price which I've mentioned, and we clearly identified to you through the term vendor bid. Ironically, we don't want any confusion there. Bid confidently knowing that we place at levels well below where the property will be sold. The vendor has also reserved the right to withdraw the property at any time before it is sold, and in doing so without declaring the reserve price from which we work. And should a dispute arise concerning any bid, I didn't bring my boxing gloves, so we just presented the last undisputed level, move forward from there. And upon completion of the auction today, I'm going to ask the lucky purchaser to do a couple of things. First, sign your name on the contract that Mark would have provided you. Secondly, pay that deposit being 10% of the purchase price unless prior arrangements have been made. And of course, complete the GST information in Schedule 1 for us there. In regards to the GST, I understand it has been apportioned on 40% of the purchase price as divided in the Telfer Young Advisory Property Report that was supplied to all. And without further ado, we can move right along now to lot number one, our first and final lot of the day, brought to the market by Mark Evans. Welcome to you, Mark. Welcome to your buyers, and welcome to those sellers who are here as well. Mark, been hardworking and industrious in this part of the world, would have made sure you had that auction contract that describes the property here at 151 Kennedy Road more formally as an estate in fee simple. Comprises some 778 square metres, more or less, otherwise known as a lot number one on deposit plan 4406. 47. The channels, they were updated, and everyone's been given an updated channels list with that contract, and of course there is a residential and commercial tenancy in place as per the tenancy schedule and aforementioned contract for you there. You'll be inheriting the property on the 31st of July this year. I would think that's a date you've marked down in your calendar very, very sincerely. It's a rare opportunity to invest in a prime corner position with great exposure along Kennedy Road. Of course, that 20-metre frontage, great access, of course, off Wilding Street as well. That main arterial route, though, as we say, underpins all business activity. It's the hot spot along here with plenty of professional services, doctors, and of course across the road you've got the strip retail, plenty going on in this part of the world. But you've also got that home and income opportunity as well, maybe live in it, rent it out. There's currently got the fixed term tenancy in place. I know they're keen to stay. It's up to you whether you will have them at the end of their fixed term tenancy. Options abound here with a net return of approximately $44,500 plus GST and outgoings, of course. And you've got that zone main residential with the current commercial use. As we say, options abound, plenty of opportunity here, but I'm far more interested to hear your opinion, especially pertaining to value. So I'll look for that opening bid, opening offer to get us underway here to Wilding Avenue. What's the figure to be? Where do we see? One at a time, please. Something fair, something reasonable, that's all we tend to ask for in the auction room. You shout me a number, I'll tell you if it's too high. I would have thought thought 650 would be a very easy place for a start. Should be a Mexican wave at that figure. Is there 650 to get us underway here? 6.5. Who calls me $650,000 to start us away? You surprised me here in the room at 650, and welcome into you there. Bidder down the front at $650,000 to move us forward. I would take a 25 on the rise here, but it's $650,000. Looking for 6 3/4 before we go here, but it's $650,000. First call, looking for 6 3/4, 675. Who calls me that now? Second time at 650. Third and final call at 650 with my starting bidder. Is there 675 or are we done? Well, the card is 675 in the nick of time there. Took him a while there at 675, 700 would be your turn straight back. I'll take you there now if you'd let me on the nod, wink, wave, do whatever, let me know. But it's $675,000, there's 2 in the race. Take confidence from the competition here. At 6 3/4 though, it's bid against you. Gonna go to 700 on your behalf. Give you a moment to reflect on the exceptional value I'll offer here, but it's $675,000. First call, a couple of opportunities to think about it here now. Second time at 675. Third and final call at 675,000. 700. It's never one and done in this room. 700, there we are, get it in the end. Took him a while as well. How do we go at 725? Does the figure excite you there? Certainly excites me, but it's 700,000 clean, neat and even. Do we go to 7 1/4 now? First call at $700,000. Is it 725 to go with you, sir? Straight back. Confidence, he says on the nod. Cool, calm and collected. And I recommend the exact same to you as at 750 now. But it's $725,000 on the right hand side. First call down the middle here at $725,000, I should say. 750, your opportunity here. Don't declare your strategy in the auction room, sir. Is that a wave? Is that a bid? You've got to be very careful with the hand signals here. 750? How about 735? I'm happy to work with you here. $10,000 bid to put you in front now. If you can value quality real estate that closely, we'll give you a job in the valuation department. It's $725,000. It's bid against you. Call it 735 on your behalf. But if I don't see any further bidding, it won't surprise you to know for a second the property is definitely not on the market. I will be pausing and having the discussion with the highest bidder, see if we can't keep them home. Take me to 735, we'll be talking to you instead. But it's $725,000. First call, second time, third and final call at 725. Is it 735? Do you want to have that conversation? And see the hand slowly going up. Come with me now. At 725, we'll pause the auction live. Come and have a chat with our highest bidder, see if we can't get you home. Well, thank you all very much for your patience while we have those discussions. Big decisions tend to take some time. We appreciate your patience. Those discussions have been fruitful, but the bid has been raised to $750,000 with my instructions. They remain the same. The property, not for sale at that level. I'd look for an increase before we pass the property in, set it formally aside with Mark, and you can make an orderly queue after the auction behind him. At $750,000, looking for the advances at $775 to go, or are we done at $750,000? First call at $7.5. Second time at $750,000 here is at $775 to go. Third and final call, there should be no hesitation at this value.
Yes.
775?
No, it's 760.
760. Okay, I'll take a 760. What I'll do is I'll pause the auction, have a chat with you and see if we can't get you home this time. But of course, my instructions are still the same at 760,000. Unless I see further bidding, we will pause and have that chat. First, second. Third and final call at 760. Well, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. We'll pause the auction live at 760 and come back with an update. Once again, thank you all very much for your patience as we have those discussions. The bid remains at $760,000, and at that level, unsurprisingly, my instructions also remain the same. So unless we see any further bidding, I will put the property formally aside, and you can talk to Mark afterwards around making an offer. First call though, at $760,000, looking for an advance. Second, third and final call at $760,000. Well, Mark, I'll put the property back in your hands. All the best during those parties. I look forward to seeing a sold sticker very shortly. And thank you all very much for coming along to this afternoon's auctions. I look forward to seeing you again here at the Napier office. Have a good afternoon.